Hey guys, my name's DarkComet, and today we are going to be looking at the top tech for motorcyclists. I'll be focusing on motorcyclists because I drive a motorcycle all year round, but this list can also apply for bicyclists, for commuters who drive cars or trucks, and then also truckers. This tech can really help you guys out. It's helped me out, and I can give some suggestions on some amazing technology that can just make your experience in commuting easier, more entertaining, and also safer. So I'm also going to be looking for 4 things in particular. I'm going to be looking for reliability, battery life, I'm going to be looking for viewability, like how easy is it to see or understand? Is it simple or is it super complex? And and then also weight. Those are the 4 things that I'm going to be focusing on. So the first thing on the list and this list doesn't go in any particular order, it doesn't go by importance, but the first thing is a smartwatch. Now, I highly recommend getting a smartwatch, whether you're a commuter or not. I at least recommend looking into one, looking into the features, looking into the benefits, looking into whether a smartwatch would help you out or not. Having a smartwatch really helps tremendously. So I just recommend at least looking into one. If out of all the things on this list, I recommend a smartwatch, whether you're a commuter or not. But as a commuter, if you're looking at it from what is the best smartwatch, not overall, not in general, but as for a commuter, and based on the 4 criteria, reliability, battery life, viewability, and then weight, for me, and based on those, from what I see, there's only really one watch that fits. That is the best for those criteria and for commuters. And it's the Pebble. If you're gonna talk about reliability, I mean, the fact that it's always on, the fact that it doesn't really, it has such a fantastic battery life, so you don't really are ever put in a situation where it's dead or where it dies on you. It doesn't ever glitch really at all. There's no bugs, too many. There's really none. I've never really been in a situation where there was one, and it doesn't slow down or stutter. There's none of that. And as a motorcyclist, I don't have very much time. Like, if I'm driving my motorcycle, it needs to be able to work, and the Pebble has been there for me. Battery life, 7 days of pretty moderate to heavy use. 5 days if you just use it constantly 24/7. So still fantastic when it comes to battery life. Then for viewability, this thing, you can see no matter the time, no matter the day, no matter the amount of light you have. It actually, e-ink, or not e-ink, sorry, e-screen, or e-paper, which is what the Pebble has, actually gets better with more sunlight. So in direct sunlight, you can actually view it easier. And then also on the other side, say when it's completely dark outside, all you do is shake, and you can see it really easy. There's not been a situation that it's put me in where I've been like, oh, what? I can't barely see it. That hasn't happened to me, not once. And so I give props to Pebble. In comparison to the other smartwatches, that's an awesome job. And then for weight, this thing's light. This thing I don't really have to be concerned with. And if you want to talk about not being concerned with it whatsoever, the fact that I mean, this thing is nearly indestructible. It's really impressive. I've actually laid down my motorcycle going like 40 or 50 miles per hour and had this scrape against asphalt as I fell. And then looking at it, it only has a few scratches on the stainless steel part. No damage whatsoever. Unless you count aesthetic damage. There's no functionality problems. And besides a few nicks, nothing. It's quite incredible. I mean, if you're put in a situation like that, it'd suck for it to break. So, from a commuter standpoint, I give the Pebble thumbs up. That Pebble, for me and for commuters, based on those criteria, Pebble just demolishes its competition. Now, if you were looking at it from a different standpoint, or viewing it from different criteria, or for different purposes and needs, maybe there's a better smartwatch out there. But for me, for commuters, and all around, I recommend the Pebble. Next on my list of the tech that I recommend for commuters would be of some sort, a wearable wireless earbud, or earbuds. It's something that is, for my case, really useful, whether it's riding a motorcycle or riding a bike or driving a car or anything like that. It's something that I can easily recommend, and at work, I've seen truckers get them, I've seen construction workers get them, I've seen people who commute all the time get them. They're amazingly useful, and there are a few to choose from when it comes to good wireless earbuds. But there's one that stands amongst all of them that's overall well-rounded, and it's actually the one that pretty much started the whole wearable wireless, or at least made it mainstream and made it popular. It's something that I, again, have. The LG Tones. This is actually the LG Tone Infinium. It is the 5th generation, I believe, of the LG Tone series. Now there are the Tones, Tones Plus, Pro, and Ultra, and then the Infinium. So there's quite a few to choose from, ranging from about cheapest $30 all the way up to about $120. So for the benefits of being a commuter and getting some wireless headphones, these are really helpful, whether it's to navigate me and give me turn-by-turn direction and be able to hear the directions that are being given, if it's answering or ending calls, if it is making texts, if it is, asking, your voice assistant, Google Now, Siri, Cortana, or any of the other options out there. You can ask them, what's the weather? What's the temperature? What's this or that? What's on my to-do list? Navigate me here, navigate me there. So it's really useful. The fact that it's sitting on your shoulders and you can at any time ask it a question or tell it to do a command or see what's happening with your phone, not only visually with your smartwatch, but auditorily. If you are a motorcyclist, I recommend getting either, if you're going to get the Tones, I recommend either the Infinium themselves or the Ultra because of the microphone. Because the microphone on those two are superb. They're amazing. And so I know that using them, after about 40 or 50 miles per hour driving a motorcycle and wind hitting you, that's the only time that it really ever causes problems for, say, if I'm, asking my assistant, to do this or that, or if I'm talking to someone on the phone, or if I'm trying to tell it to do something, that's the only time it causes me problems. So below 40, if you're at like stoplight, stop sign, if you pull over, or if you're going at a casual speed of 20 or 30 miles per hour, there's no problems whatsoever. I've actually, sometimes over the phone, the person on the other side of the phone can't even tell that I'm on a motorcycle. It's quite impressive. And so I know for a car, it's even better because there's less noise. And even whenever I'm in a car and I'm using them, they come in handy so much. But I can have the radio playing, I can have the windows down, I can have someone driving next to me revving their engine, or all the noises out there, and it still picks up completely fine. So the microphone on the LG Tones are fantastic. And then when it comes to sound quality, it's amazing. For music, for movies, for whatever, it's really, really good. It's comparable to wired. It's something that, it has a 7-day battery life, and it causes me no issues. So I charge it about the same as my smartwatch. It's pretty impressive. So check out the LG Tones if you're needing a wireless set of earbuds for music or for phone calls or for, voice assistants. They are superb. They're amazing. I recommend them. Next on the list, I recommend getting a portable charger. This actually saves my butt all the time, especially when your phone is gonna die or your other accessories are gonna die. This thing is amazing. I recommend getting a portable charger in general and just having one, maybe for your backpack and for the car and, for here and there. So, you can get them really inexpensively. But this is one I recommend and I have experience with. And it's actually pretty inexpensive. It is the Jackery Giant. It is 12,000 milliamps. And this thing is a beast. It is incredibly useful. I actually have a little case for it. It's actually supposed to be a hard drive case, but it helps organize my my charger and keeping this. But this thing itself can take damage. It's pretty beefy. There are a few things that I like about it. It can actually charge my phone, and I have the LG G3 that has a 3000 milliamp battery on it. I can actually recharge my phone about 2, 3, 4 times, easy. I can actually charge my LG Tones or my Pebble multiple times, like 10, 20, 30 times over. It's pretty impressive. It actually has LED lights, so it's able to tell, exactly, is it full, is it, empty. It then has 2 ports, a 1 amp and a 2.1 amp. And one's for a tablet and one's for a smartphone. Pretty much you can use them for other things. But this is able to charge 2 devices at once, 2 tablets. I've tested it without causing any damage to the device itself or to the tablets. It has a smart regulator inside it, so it's pretty neat. And then it also has a flashlight, so it's pretty useful in that case, especially if when commuting, it's dark outside, you lose something, you drop something, you're in the car, you're on a bike. If you need to figure out where the keyhole is to put the keys in, especially for a door or for your vehicle. It's pretty handy, and I recommend getting a charger, but if you're wanting one that is really, really good, I recommend the Jackery. The Jackery Giant Plus, I'll leave it down in the description, I'll leave a link down below. It's actually on sale. I recommend it completely. It is the best charger I've had so far. And then last on my list is a portable speaker. I recommend getting one. Now, because those can be used for tons of things. Those can be used for phone calls, they can be used for voice commands, they can be used for portable speaker or portable batteries. So if you don't want to invest in a portable battery of its own, a lot of portable speakers actually double as a portable battery, so you can charge your phone or tablet or your accessories if you need. So if you're a bicyclist or motorcyclist, some are even mountable, and some are small enough that you can actually hook on you. They have little like carabiner type things that you can hook on or hook onto your bike. And they're Bluetooth, they're wireless, they have a really good shell life. A lot of them are really durable, can take a beating. A lot of them can be rained on. There are actually two I recommend. Two. One I just found. One I literally just found today. The other one I was going to recommend anyways. So I'll tell you the first one. It is the UE Boom. I recommend them, whether it's the UE Boom 1, the UE Boom 2, or the Mega Boom. Those three are fantastic. Those are the best portable speakers out at this moment. And there's a lot of people who agree with that statement. They are overall amazing. They're dust proof. A lot of them are waterproof, or at least water resistant up to IPX6, I believe. Some are IP7 rating. I mean, they're indestructible. You can chunk them across the room. They have 360 sound, so no matter where you are around that speaker, they're not directional, they're omnidirectional. So they work in you can walk around and they won't cause any problems, or you can stick them in the corner, and if they fall down, it's not an issue. And some of them can double pair up, and I mean, those can actually double pair. Now, the only downside with them is they don't serve as a portable battery. So that's the only downside. Even with the UE Boom 2, which I looked up, I was crossing my fingers. They do not. But there are a lot of benefits that they have that others don't have. Like, they're practically indestructible. They're waterproof. They have a carabiner hook on them, so you can hook them on your backpack. They're cylinder, especially for the UE Boom, not the Boom Mega, or the Mega Boom, because that's a little bigger. I like the Boom, actually. Even though it doesn't have as good battery or a good base as the Mega Boom, they're actually the size of a can. So they can fit in your backpack pocket, they can fit in a camping chair pocket, they can fit in a cup holder, they can fit practically everywhere. There's a lot of places that a can or a cup fits in our everyday life, that things have holders for water bottles and things. They can stuff it in there. It's really useful. So I recommend those. The other one I recommend that I found today is called the B.R.O ball. I know, the name maybe needs to work on. It's funny though. And now, I'm not into football. I know some people are, a lot of people are, especially in the US. Or football, meaning football, not soccer. Like, if you're from another country, your football is what we call soccer. Here, football is pretty popular. I'm not too much into football, but there's what's called a B.R.O ball. This thing's actually pretty impressive. It is a football, or a foam football, that has a speaker built in it. It's fully waterproof. It floats. It's practically indestructible, and it serves as a portable portable battery for your phone or for your accessories. So even if you have this foam football, so you can just play around with it, or even if you don't use a foam football, it has multiple purposes. I mean, it's pretty impressive. And you can actually get it on Kickstarter. So it has 6 days left, I believe, for today. So whenever you watch this, look at the date when this video was published or uploaded. 6 days from today. They actually tested it on video. It went 100 yards. What a football field or a soccer field is. 100 yards from the Bluetooth source. So you can throw it as far as you want, and it will still be excellent quality, no mess ups. I don't know what magic they're pulling. I don't know. I had to look at it. I'm still gonna go look at it because I'm curious what magic they're pulling for 100 yards. But they also have videos of it dropping from a 7-story building, hitting concrete and still playing without problems. It hits concrete, no problems whatsoever. They have videos of it being chunked into an ocean that they're playing people are playing in catch, and they miss, and it drops into the ocean, into the water, and it floats around, and they can pick it up. It's exactly like a phone football that plays music and charges your phone. And it has an amazing battery life. So if you're anything into football, or if you're not into football and just think it's cool, like it's phone, I mean, you can stuff it wherever you want. I recommend it, especially since on Kickstarter you can get it for 50% off its retail price. I believe you can get it for $59 right now. So those are the 2 portable speakers I recommend. Hopefully I gave you a good solid list of tech that you need to go look at. Go do some research on, go to stores and try them out. You know, something where if you're on the edge of you weren't sure what you need or what you want, and I will have all of those down in the description, down there. Go check them out. Drop down the description. I will leave a link for each and every one of them, plus more that I didn't say in these videos. I'll have a lot of top name brands as well as some cheaper alternatives, and I'll leave a link to the ones that I actually mentioned in the videos. So check them all out, check out the list. If you have any questions, if you have any recommendations that I might have missed, if you need any explanation on why I thought certain things, or why I like these certain things, or why I don't like these certain things, or if you need help trying to figure out what tech to get, or if you already own some of this stuff and you need help with it, write down in the comments. I will be more than happy to help you out. Also, the people of this community will be more than happy to help you out. That's what this channel's for, is to help out people who have problems with indie tech, or to figure out if they want the indie tech, or try them out, or to help them realize that it even exists. And that's what I'm here for. Write down in the comments, please, don't hesitate. Write down in the comments, ask your questions. I will be more than happy to answer them. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you out and made your, or at least was entertaining or knowledgeable, and made you more knowledgeable on what's out there and could help you out if you commute. And hopefully I pointed out some really cool indie tech that you didn't know exists, or you might already use or love, or might think is cool and go check out. So hopefully I helped those commuters out there, the people who drive motorcycles and bikes and cars and are truckers. Hopefully I gave some good suggestions on tech that may help you out and may make your life a lot easier, safer, and more entertaining and enjoyable. So I thank you for watching this video. Make sure to check out my earlier videos and subscribe to the channel so you can be notified of my future videos. This is Tech Unboxing, the channel that gives indies the spotlight.